This is Alexander Playtime Williams of PlaytimeCares.com. What's up, world? This is Alexander Playtime Williams from PlaytimeCares.com. This is my Raw wrestling recap from March 30th, 2015. This is the day after WrestleMania, and I just want to give you a little brief little history. You heard? All right. Back in the day, we didn't have internet. We didn't have digital access to everything. So WrestleMania, if you didn't have folks that could afford that, you really waited for that Raw to come on so you can know what all the major things happened. You know, we didn't have the internet, so we didn't have people like myself giving you tweets and blogs about what's going on with the match and giving you revealing the results real time. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, you had to wait for magazines to hit. You had to wait for the show to come on, and you was always excited about how good that show was going to be the day after WrestleMania. I've been disappointed with the shows the last several weeks, but this show actually was pretty decent. They kind of redeemed themselves with some stuff. This show came from San Jose, California, from, I think they said, the SAP arena. And you had JBL, Michael Cole, and Booker T as commentators. First off, I want to say San Jose fans, they was on point. You know, if you were following my tweets while I was doing it live, I love when I had the opportunity to watch the show live on the WWE app too. If you was following my tweets, you would see that before they even mentioned that on the show, I had already tweeted that the fans was live. That's one of the best shows that the best crowds I've actually seen on the show in a long time. Recent history is when Fandango, when he actually came out and his thing became a hit because the crowd started chanting his songs and whatnot. So that was one of the best crowds ever. San Jose, we're doing the little soft golf claps for you. You did a great job, truly. Well, they started off with heavy hitters. You got Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman starting off the show. Let's go ahead and put this on record. They're the best they're the best tandem in wrestling right now. They just really are. Heyman knows how to sell a wrestler. Heck, he know how to create an entire organization that can compete with the big boys. So when he concentrating on one wrestler, hey, it's golden. They go to the ring. Lesnar, you could tell like he was in a real fight yesterday. I mean, he actually got hit a lot of times. You see all kind of, he got all looking like he need to be on a proactive commercial around there. He got all kind of contusions in his face. So, he come down there. The crowd, they go into the Suplex City chant. Suplex City. They was live just from the beginning. And then, pretty much Paul Heyman said, look, we're going to invoke the rematch clause right now. You about to Raw, y'all about to get a rematch, a championship rematch right now. Crowd, of course, went nuts. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stephanie comes in, and Stephanie McMahon was like, hold up, slow your roll. Let's slow your roll. So, of course, the crowd booing her, and they kicking to Ronda Rousey chats. They want the little MMA star to come over there and just start whooping on people, whoop on her and whatnot. She made a guest appearance with The Rock yesterday at WrestleMania. And after Stephanie smacked The Rock, he came and got her on the behalf because, he's a real man. He's not going to hit a woman, yada, yada, yada. You get it. So they plugged her back in. It's going to be interesting to see what they actually do with her because obviously she got a decent fan base in the WWE universe. So Stephanie told him, look, I don't have a problem with y'all having a rematch today. Seth Rollins is on the plane. He had to do the interview because he's the new champ. So when he get back, hey, let's do it. So they went to a commercial, yada, yada, yada. Got the WWE app playing. They showing a couple of things. It's cool. TV come back on. You got the Intercontinental Championship in the ring. Daniel Bryan, he doing this thing. And his opponent is Dolph Ziggler. They say they was the last two that was really fighting for the belt in a ladders match the day before. So you got Bad News Barrett on commentary. He's saying that he love it. He's going to invoke his rematch clause when he know that the time is right. Boom, boom, boom. They doing stuff. It's a medium-paced match, but they had a lot of great action in it. They didn't go and, look like they was on speed the entire time, but they definitely made sure that they gave big moves and big hits during the match, and they kept it kind of at a medium pace. And if you were looking at the WWE app when it went to commercial, Daniel Bryan just came back from neck surgery. It was a really cool power driver that Dolph Ziggler did on him that they had to show on the replay once it got back on TV. So, they did their high-risk moves all throughout the match. And it ended with Daniel Bryan with that running knee. Boom. Overall, that's about an 8 out of 10 match. Bad News Barrett wasn't trying to hear it. He ran up in the ring, tagged both of them boys, boom, boom, put them both down. And then Sheamus music hit. He come running down to the ring, chase Bad News Barrett out the ring. Bad News Barrett run to the back. He helping up Daniel Bryan. Boom, nail him. Help up Dolph Ziggler. Boom, nail him. So he turned heel on us, which was cool. Sheamus have an entire new look. That look like his hair cool like mine. Got the little spiky out. Well, never mind. Well, his hair he got the mohawk, and he got things dangling from him. Got the cool beard and all that type of stuff. Crowd started chanting, "You look stupid." It was an awesome chant. Hey, Sheamus just grabbed the mic, said 2 words: "I'm back." Well, they cut to the commercial. WWE app kick in. They got an interview going with the New Day. Really cool interview. Big E looked very disturbed about their lack of success and their lack of push with the crowd. So I'm looking for him to maybe turn the tides a little bit. He might go back heel. Then you had a Hall of Fame recap when the action did come back on television. And then you had a tag team match with the Ascension and Cesaro and Kid versus Kofi Kingston and Big E of the New Day and Lucha Dragon. And the crowd knew who they were because they tagged up in NXT. I just saw watching the WWE NXT available on the WWE network for $9.99 a month. Cancel anytime, no commitment. Lucha Dragon was a crowd favorite. They were really just, the crowd was on them the whole time. Further proof that WWE, you need a cruiserweight division. I like how fast those guys go. But when you have Cesaro in the ring, he can't keep up with those cats. His body not like that. That's why people liked The Undertaker when he was young. Dude was doing some phenomenal stuff to say he was a big guy. Bring back the cruiserweight division. But every time the New Day tried to do something, man, the crowd was on them. They got their little rhythmic clap thing that they do on the ring and whatnot, and they put New Day suck inside of that rhythm. So New Day really isn't going over. Maybe they need to go back to the Nation of Domination, but that's neither here nor there. The Lucha Dragon, they actually won the match. It was a really, really well fought match. I'd say that was about a 9 out of 10. Then they did a cutaway with Paul Heyman walking up to Brock Lesnar while he played some back and forth in the locker room. Was like, hey, he here. So everybody got inside in the ring. Ooh. So they went to since it was still commercial, WWE popped back on. It showed Seth Rollins after WrestleMania 31 with the belt, and then the dude working on the belt, taking off the nameplates and putting all his plates and stuff on it. So, it was cool to actually see that a little bit. Come back on. Lesnar hit the ring, and, everybody excited. They amped up. Seth Rollins hit. Oh, they really excited. He got J&J security with him, of course. So he walks in the ring. Seth Rollins walked right in the ring. He confident. He cocky. And he just put the belt right in Lesnar's face. Oh, referee got to get in between them. It's going all that. Well, Seth Rollins, he get out the ring, grab the mic. It was like, hey, I heard that you want to do it. We going to do it. But we ain't going to do it tonight. My toe hurt. I haven't had my period. He started naming all kind of stuff that was wrong with him. So Brock Lesnar snapped, man. He go crazy. He started attacking Rollins. He throwing him into stuff, get him back in the ring, try to give him a real good suplex. Great dexterity by Rollins. He landed on his feet, and then he do that little kick to the head that I used to do on pro wrestling back in the day in Nintendo, the original NES. The boy did that back brain bust a kick on you, bah. I used to love that move, but it ain't even phase Lesnar. I mean, he was just standing there. Rollins knew he needed to get out the ring. He ran clean out the ring. Only thing that saved him, J&J security. So Lesnar just snapped. He started beating up J&J security. Wasn't good enough. He flipped the table on top of JBL and Booker T, knocked him out. He grabbed Michael Cole, throw him in the ring. The crowd going crazy. Yes, 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 do it, do it, do it. Put him in that F5, Michael Cole go down. Boom, crowd erupt. Wasn't satisfied. Dude went and grabbed the cameraman, threw him over the ring. Crowd go nuts. Put him in the F5. Stephanie McMahon come out. No, Brock, no, this ain't the way to do it. No, Brock, no. Brock looking at her, he was like, it's over. Boom, F5 the cameraman. She's like, oh man, you did it? Oh, then what you reap is what you sow. Your actions got consequences. You suspended. You suspended. You know what? You suspended indefinitely. The crowd booing. You know what? Didn't care. The camera went back to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar had another dude in the ring. Don't even know who he was. F5 him. Crowd going crazy. It was just, that was like one of the best written segments for WWE in a long time. Really wish that Brock Lesnar would wrestle more because he's money. But hey, he's suspended. So you go back, you have the medical staff working on everybody. Everybody got a neck brace on. They laying on that little stiff board thing, so people can, get them out. Of course, they're going to recap all of the carnage. He just kept showing Brock Lesnar just blah, 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 just knocking people over. So they cut away to the back area, and Renee interviewing Stephanie and was like, hey, what's up? What you going to do? She's like, look, not only am I going to suspend him, I'm going to fine him, and I'm not going to let him get his rematch until I feel like he need to get his rematch. So, of course, the crowd is straight up just booing that foolishness, But, it is what it is. So then it goes back to commercial. So the app get going. They got a good interview with Stardust, pretty much slamming the Miz and Miz down, comparing the Miz moves to like they said graceful hippopotamus or something. Really good jab at the Miz down. So when they go back to the action, you got Stardust in the ring. You got Byron Saxton is the replacement commentator, and they like, hey, I don't know what to do. I'm thrown in here in the mix, just, whatever. So Stardust is in the ring. Mizdow hits the thing. Everybody is excited because the Miz don't come out. So, the crowd just start pretty much just taunting, Stardust at this point, chanting, Cody, Cody, Cody. Kind of a slow match, not gonna lie. I like both of them, but they didn't really put forth their best effort. It was a slow match. Stardust ended up losing. Mizdow hit the Miz finisher. Miz come from out the back, attack Mizdow, stand over him. Miz did a really great job of making the crowd hate him even more. So that match was actually maybe like a 6 out of 10. Wasn't nothing all that spectacular. It was really, really slow. I like both of them. Hopefully they allow them to have a better match later on. So, the WWE app kicks back in, and Eden is speaking about Dean Ambrose in his Intercontinental match and talking about that he had a really bad head gash from one of the ladder things. So, don't try this at home, man. This stuff is real. Don't let people tell you that it's not real. Wrestling is real. Wrestling is real. It's staged. That's like saying the ballet not real. Wrestling real. People really do get hurt. Reference back to my video when I'm saying rest in peace to, the wrestler in Mexico. It's real. It's staged. They're actors, but it's real. They really do get injured. So they did a recap of The Rock and Rousey and how that went down in WrestleMania 31. Then they did a recap of a whole lot of the media coverage that was surrounding WrestleMania 31, especially the local media coverage. and they cut back, and Curtis Axel's in the ring. He got pretty decent pop from the crowd. And, he's talking about how Axelmania is going to keep running wild. Put a nice little plug into that. And then a guy from WWE NXT, which is their training, kind of like their semi-pro division, their training ranks, showed up. His name is Neville. And the one thing I like, Lillian Garcia said that he's the man that gravity forgot. That's a really cool moniker. I'm not going to front. So, the dude comes in. Of course, he's doing a whole bunch of high-flying stuff. Gravity forgot about him. The boy can fly. Let me say it again. WWE, you need to bring back the Cruiserweight division. But the dude got a really good crowd interface. I really like that about him. He have a thing that he called a red arrow. That's kind of like a corkscrew splash type dealio. That's his finisher. I liked it. It was a short match, but it was decent. It was a good initial debut for Mr. Neville. I'd say about a 7 out of 10. So the WWE app kicks in again, and it's an interview with Randy Orton talking about his WrestleMania 31 win. And, he was saying how good it was to pretty much just beat Seth Rollins from pillar to post, and how cool it was to pull off that RKO that he got, catching him, midair. And then, of course, they had to talk about Brock Lesnar and his rampage that he went through. And then seeing the music hit. And then I love San Jose crowd even more. They just booed the dog snot out that boy. They just booed him. I loved it. If you look at my old videos, I can't stand Cena. Cena's just horrible. He's horrible. He is. I like what he do for the Make-A-Wish stuff. As a man, hey, I like him. As a wrestler, can't stand him. Mr. wearing pink draws, ruthless aggression guy. Get out of here. See, But that's neither here nor there. See the music. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Man, it was the San Jose crowd like, John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. Love that crowd. Love it, love it, love it. John Cena issued out an open challenge for the U.S. title. Of course, who gonna come out? Rusev. He gonna come out. Nope. Dean Ambrose, surprisingly. Rusev he didn't take the open challenge. So Dean Ambrose came out to a lot of good pop. People love Dean Ambrose. They like the lunatic fringe. And every time that John Cena actually got an edge in a match against Ambrose, they booed him. Love that San Jose crowd. They booed him every time. They let him know that they didn't like him. So, long story short, Cena ended up winning. Before the match ended, Jerry the King Lawler came out there, and that they actually showed that on the app, and during the break between the commercial break between the match, John Cena, the King Lawler went to commentary, and Cena he did. Yeah, he was doing a lot. He was missing a mark on a lot of stuff. Heck, he was scared to take the little off the top rope power bomb type thing from Dean Ambrose, making Dean Ambrose have to run back and get him off of the ropes to just do a little sit down power bomb. Obviously talking in his ear when it was locking up. He wasn't doing a good job at all. But that might just be me being overly critical of John Cena because he sucks. That match was about a 6 out of 10. Of course, at the end of the match, after he beat the lunatic fringe, he still had to try to sell his little baby face foolishness. Ugh. He want to go, help him up and all of that type of stuff. Cena sucks. So then you have Seth Rollins interview, and they asked him what if they thought what, Stephanie McMahon did was fair. And of course, he's going to say, yeah, hey, I won the title fair and square. I played within the boundaries of the rules. Well, Brock Lesnar got to do that too. He got what he deserved. So while he's doing the interview, Randy Orton comes up and pretty much say, hey, man, I whooped you. I never got a title rematch, so I think I should get this title rematch. Kane and Big Show show up out of nowhere, stand behind Seth Rollins, and he was like, well, look, you ain't going to get a title rematch, but you can fight us. Since you're such a popular guy, go find 2 people to team up with. I get you to the end. We'll be the main event. You go find your 2 people, and let's see if you if you want to, you want to tangle with us. So WWE app kicks in, and it's the primetime players. They selling their little shirt, they little cool thing. They had a pretty decent interview, and when that ended, six diva tag team match came on. You had AJ Lee, Paige, Naomi versus the Bella Twins and Natalia. Lots of we want AJ chants in that one. A lot of them, a lot of them. And then there was once she did get in the ring, it was a lot of CM Punk chants. If y'all don't know, CM Punk and AJ Lee are married. CM Punk was a really big star in WWE. Not exactly sure if he got along with the creative side because, the writers kind of suck. I'm not going to lie. They're kind of predictable for a lot of stuff, but, it is what it is. I would have to say that Divas match, it was maybe a 7 out of 10. I'd be nice to him. It was a 7 out of 10, but only because Naomi and Natalia got to do a lot of wrestling, and they actually did some big stuff. The rest of the divas, it was more like they were doing, statue moves. Oh, let's pose. Boom. I got you in that stretch. Let's pose. I got you in this stretch. Let's pose. They over there voguing in the ring. Hey, nobody don't want to see that, man. I want to see real wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Well, whatever. Because of the way that Naomi and Natalia actually kick butt in the ring, doing high risk stuff, real nice maneuvers, playing to the crowd with the little booty shaking and stuff of that nature. Hey, I give them a 7 out of 10 because of only Naomi and Natalia. Please put them in a title hunt. Just don't make sense not to do it. And of course, you had to do another Brock recap. So they showed him just destroying everybody again. And then they cut away to Randy Orton, getting prepared in his locker room. And Ryback come up to him and like, look, anytime I have a chance to stick it to the authority, you got me, bro. So if you want me, I'm there with you. They cut away. No, the WWE app kicked in again. And that was for the WrestleMania 31 wedding proposal that was all over the internet. And they showed that. That was pretty cool. Girl had a lot of tears. And when they came back, it was Goldust in the ring. Who's his opponent? It's Rusev. Well, why didn't he come out for the open challenge for the U.S. belt when Cena had the open challenge? Writers, y'all better be able to tie that in because that's retarded. But Rusev, that match was horrible. I mean, it was Goldust have too many years in the game for you to just make him just be just get whooped the way he did. It was a real quick match. Rusev whooped him, had to pull him off of him, get him out of the accolade, his finishing move. That was horrible. That was horrible. So, of course, the next match is the main event. You got Seth Rollins. Of course, we're going to have J&J Security with him. Kane, Big Show versus Randy Orton and Ryback. Well, we're about to start the match because he couldn't convince anybody else to do it. Oh, yeah, right. Roman Reigns come down. They booed. Oh, San Jose booed him. Oh, they booed him. Pretty decent match. It's about a medium pace match. Reigns, I ain't gonna lie. He came out and he performed. Boos or not, he came out and performed. Yeah, I mean, he did a lot of high risk stuff. But the match wasn't always engaging. A lot of this is boring chants. I'm hoping that the wrestling writers will actually tie in why Randy Orton during that match got in the ring to cheers, and then he hit the "You Can't See Me." I'm hoping that they tie that in some type of way. If not, what can you do about it? The writing been horrible anyway. They don't even make things, tie in. I still don't understand why Ryback wasn't the person fighting Rusev at WrestleMania 31, especially since he wanted to stick it to the authority. But whatever. The crowd got so bored with that match that they actually started literally doing the wave. The entire stadium. San Jose crowd, awesome. So Roman Reigns, every time he got in, he was kind of like Cena Jr. They booed him really well. He ended up winning the match he didn't win the hearts of the fans at all. He spear, pin, 1, 2, 3, still got booed. Like I say, the match was decent, about a 7 out of 10. Hopefully, a lot of the loose ends that they had, that they'll be able to tie them up. But all in all, I'm actually pleased with this actually writing for a change. Because, like I say, it's been horrible for the last couple of weeks. So, hey, this is Playtime of Playtime Cares. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. It's always Playtime Cares. Let me know what you think of my review. Thumbs up, thumbs down, middle finger, smiling face, sad face, frowning face. If you think I'm too hard on people, let me know. Hey, I love the interaction. PlaytimeCares.com. I'm out.